I have been waiting for you, Link. Shake. Link, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. If you would seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it, if an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the Sacred Triangle, it is a balance that weighs the 3 forces, power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle has all 3 forces in balance, the one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts, power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the back of their hands. "7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the other 2 Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link! And the other, who holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end! The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf, the evil king, will vanish from Hyrule. Link, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the evil king's defenses. The power given to the chosen ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light. You got the light arrow, set it to sea and your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite evil. That rumbling, it can't be. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world! If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. It seems we have no choice. Zelda, with her Triforce of Wisdom, was Sheik all along, and thus we held the Triforce of Courage ourselves. Hey everyone, it's ShinespriteDitto, and welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, I was very enjoying the game, very much so, but we finished up some quests. And now in this part, with near 100% under our belt, we make our way to the only objective left in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. For the first time, let us step foot to where Hyrule Castle once stood. Ganon's castle. Not a trace of Hyrule remains. Well, it's clear that we have to make our way into Ganon's tower. Before we head that way, though, there's one thing. We have all of our items. We have all of the equipment, as well as every upgrade available to this point. We have our entire map completed. We have all heart containers and magic, as well as all collectibles, except for our last gold Skulltula. And while this has been available since we came here, it didn't feel quite natural. So, for true 100%, let us grab our final gold Skulltula. And the bonus part after the finale, I'll be showing off what all of these did. But just know that it was not worth it, and that you should really just stop at 50. So, let's make our way inside. There's nothing else for us to do in this game. Link, Can you hear me? It's Rauru, the sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. We now enter the final part of the game. Inside Ganon's castle. Alright, so it is not as just easy as going in here and immediately going to Ganondorf and fighting him. Of course, this is where Ganondorf is going to resign, although if you ask me, this castle could use some decorating. Instead, we're going to jump down, because underneath this bridge, there's actually a group of fairies. And let's grab 2 of them for now. We have all 4 empty bottles, thanks to the hell that I went through in the last part. Just want to say, over 50 minutes of recorded footage total for that part. And let's see what we can buy from here, because we're gonna want some stuff. A green potion. I will take it. We could use some magic, and it's not like we're starving for some rupees. Bombs. Don't need it. See if we can get a blue potion. I think this is the only, like, arrows. No, we're gonna get a lot of those. We do not need them. But yeah, if you need to stock up on bombs, arrows, health, magic, red potion. No, we have fairies. Nope, no blue potion. Maybe there is no blue potion in that. That's only in Majora's Mask. But, anyways, if I feel like I need a, you know what? I'm just saying. I went and earned my 4th empty bottle. I am going to use my 4th empty bottle. Definitely won't need it. I don't think so. The final boss is actually really, really easy. And now watch, now that I've said that, I'm going to just struggle a bunch. Let's equip... We'll just go with this for now. So you can see that there are barriers surrounding every single sage. We have the Sage of Light all the way through the Sage of Spirit. And now you might think that it would be a good idea to actually just start to go in the order of the dungeons we went to, but I do not think so. You can see that the Sage of Light is completely blocked by that black pillar. And there are going to be some puzzles that aren't accessible to us because, believe it or not, we still have 1 upgrade left. The first one that we're going to want to do is to fall off the stairs. That's the first thing you should do when you come in here. Is we're going to head towards the Barrier of Shadow. This is what I think is probably the best one to do first. We're going to want to equip fire arrows, long shot, the lens of truth. So we can see that we can shoot this torch here. The only singular time that fire arrows are needed. Let's get this chest. Why not? Why not? What are we pressed for? Fur? Where are we pressed for? And we can see that it's about to run out. If you actually did not get fire arrows from when we finished up Lake Hylia, you can actually use Din's Fire if you get the angles correct. Just be conscious that it's going to take a little bit more to actually line up. And immediately we are sucked in. We're probably going to be spit out onto the floor. Shield is gone. Okay, yep. As expected. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but if you're at danger of your tunic or shield being I might not be sped out off the... No, okay, we're fine. We're fine. But if you're in danger of your tunic or shield being stolen, I'm pretty sure I said this during the Fire Temple, but while you're being sucked on, equip the mirror shield, and your shield won't get stolen because it's a key, like a very big key item. And then also change your tunic back to the Kokiri tunic because you can't buy that. So that also will not be stolen from you. And I don't think... Yeah, the Hylian shield is just gone. That's gonna bug me if we don't have one. Maybe save that chest back there for when you actually defeat the Lake. Alright, so... Yeah, once again... This is where the dense fire part would be tricky because it's kind of hard to reach over to that torch. And we can come over here. And we can see this invisible pathway. That we'll need to equip them. We're going to be equipping a lot of stuff. This dungeon really does do a good job of utilizing everything that you have. Because of course we're going through a bunch of different areas that resemble the areas that we've been to. And I believe this torch works as well. Yeah, this torch works as well for the platforms. Oh, brother. I play a dangerous game. Alright, so it's because we want to get to that switch down there. And the way we're going to do that is by shooting that torch, which causes these to appear. And we're pretty low on time. So if those fade away, you can either try to shoot it again, but... excuse me. Ah! I need to drink some water before the next part. We have the Golden Gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Grab with A and lift stuff up. And let's just walk along here carefully because... I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't. Don't want to have to restart all of that again. That was exhausting. Alright, so to get rid of this barrier juice beacon thing, we'll just equip the light arrows that Princess Zelda gave us, and... the Spirit of Impa. The shadow barriers dispelled. Please save the princess. Can do. So the Golden Gauntlets are kind of like the dungeon item for Ganon's Tower. It is like a little mini dungeon. And that'll allow us to lift up those black pillars. But we're actually going to go back to the beginning of the dungeon. Hear me out. I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so when you're back at this first room, the very first room, we're actually going to go outside. Because... although I haven't shown it, you probably saw when we were going for the Gold Skulltula that such a black pillar exists. And once we get this through here, we will officially have every single thing in the game, including all upgrades. So, look at my man, he lifts! Look at him go. Alright. So, we have the final Great Fairy Fountain. I'm gonna be seeing that menu so much, oh my lord. And we'll never have to play Zelda's Lullaby ever again. There she is, my queen, I have missed you. What will you bestow upon me this time? Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. And just like that, we have doubled our defense. Our hearts are bulky now. You can really feel the scaling. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Double defense. Alright. So, now that we have our double defense and full magic, we are fully equipped to head back into Ganon's castle. I'll see you guys in the room with all the barriers. Okay, so now that we have everything that we need, now we're just going to go in order of the temples. Just keep it nice and organized. So let us start over here with the, well, quote-unquote temples. The sages more like it, because there is no light temple. I mean, there is technically a light temple. We go to it every time we get a medallion, but, I mean, we didn't play through it. It's just where the sacred realm... Anyways, the Sage of Light trial. Let us go through here. And it's a really, really easy, boring one. So, we shouldn't have any problems. Skulltula. Terrifying. Alright. Just some keys. I'm gonna just spam my arrows and get them out of here. Is this by chance going to be the true small key? Let us move forward. I don't trust any of those chests. Yeah. This will be the last time we play Zelda's Lullaby, I said, like, literally 3 minutes ago. Honestly, worst room in the game right here. That's all you do. That's all you have to do. And one more trial. We have 1 minute. We have 1 minute to get all the silver rupees. I do like that they, like the silver rupee puzzles I kind of complained about in the Shadow Temple. But I do like in the Gerudo Training Ground and this right here where they add a time limit, because then it's not as simple as just going around the room and collecting the rupees. You actually have to like hurry and time everything and like try real hard to get what you need. Well, not real hard. You just have to make like more of an effort. And it doesn't just end when we have all the rupees. Now this, we see something invisible. It's a lie. For here is the true beacon. Hopefully get max arrows. Nope, but I'll take max arts. And the beacon of light destroyed. I don't know how long this part is going to go on for. I thought about doing all the trials, but my recording time is already at like 25 minutes. The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry! Yeah, we're already, like, I've already been recording for 25 minutes. Oh, we've only have 2 trials done. But I did want to just have the final boss be kind of like its own part, but I don't know. We'll see. If it starts to go like over by a lot, then because there are going to be some edits made, then I'll consider maybe changing it up if it goes like over 35 minutes and reaches like almost 40. So if this part cuts off, you know why? It's because I split it into 2. Let's see, we have the Shadow of the Light. So we have the Forest Temple right here. We'll get to see Saria one more time before the journey ends. The one time the blue rupee doesn't give me my freaking shield back. This might be really, really stupid, but speaking of Saria, what happens if we play Saria's song in Ganon's Tower? What will she say? I'm gonna talk to Saria. Of course. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? We, the six sages, are channeling our power to you. The destiny of Hyrule depends upon you. Oh, okay, cool. So she actually left a message about the sages. Alright. So, let's just use Den's Fire to light all these torches, because I don't want to shoot them all individually. But I guess one is just going to be really stubborn. So, gonna need my fire arrows anyway. Yeah, I don't like these trials, to be honest. I think a lot of them are boring and really easy and don't have a lot going on. This one is pretty alright. It's kind of like that puzzle we did in the Gerudo training ground, where things are just... There's fans, though. If we fall, we have to completely restart. So, that sucks. I was just talking about them being completely easy, and then there's this one. Let's wait a minute. I don't want the fan to be constantly blowing while I try to get this. You're gonna use the fans to sort of elevate you forward. Not quite like that, though. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Take care of that. Long shot back. Let's retry that. So we want to get in front of the fans. Once it starts to blow pretty heavily. Like that. Okay, hopefully that stops me there. Okay. So that elevates that. Let's... I'll just hook shot there. Yeah, and honestly, that one in the corner looks pretty scary. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to spin again. Because we're not gonna hop over that, because I don't think that'll take me back over to that platform. We're gonna wait for it to stop. And there we go. Nice and easy. When you're not an idiot, it's pretty easy. Alright, so... Just like the others, equip the light arrows again. Again, if you're playing Ocarina of Time 3D, equipping the light arrows is so much more convenient because you just tap, you just press the, like, whatever button you have the bow equipped on, and it just lets you select what arrow you want to use. Kind of like a more bad version of what you do in, like, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. Dude, I am trying my best. We are up to half an hour. Yeah, maybe we just do like one more. Alright, so next we have the fire. These are organized so weirdly. We're going all over the place. And you'll never guess what kind of puzzle we're gonna have for the fire area barrier room thing. Well, would you look at that? A silver rupee puzzle. Alright, so an actual trick to doing this is if you have your hover boots on, for some reason this platform just stays like this, but if you don't have your hover boots on, it will start to sink into the lava, and then this one will sink into the lava even if you have your hover boots on. I don't understand. But it's supposed to be that way, I guess. I mean, it's that way in Ocarina of Time 3D as well. Let's come up here. I kind of don't care about taking, like, look how small that damage is. I've been hit 3 times and 4 times and half, 5 times and half a heart. Like, nah, we're gonna be going through everything. Gonna be way less careful because of it, probably. Definitely won't come back to haunt me. Yep. Yeet. Oh man, that hurt my throat. Alright, just a couple more left. I don't remember. I don't think there's another room after this one. I think it's just this room and then like the barrier core ball thing. Alright, get our last silver rupee. There we go. There we go. Please don't make me collect all those again. Thank God. That'd have been stupid. And we can just long shot from here. I don't remember another. Yeah, no. Nice and simple. Let's leave it at that. Alright. Let's see our boy Darunia once more. The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother. Okay. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna keep doing this then. Oh boy. Blue fire. Thought we'd seen the last of that. I'll just use this one. I'll use this one. We can always just go back down and get more. Yeah, I want the final boss to be its own part, and I don't want to have another part where I just do 2 of these trials. So sorry guys, this is a little bit of a longer one, and the last couple have probably been pretty short. I don't know how I'm gonna exactly edit all of these yet, but I guess we'll find out once, like, by the time you guys actually see this. And whoa, hello friends. I have been too lazy to unequip my hover boots, and they actually did help in the fire trial. So you might notice, just to talk about this while we're in here, the trial inside the forest, like the forest trial, didn't really resemble the forest. In fact, it more so resembled wind. Because there was like the fan puzzles, and we had none of that in the forest temple. And as you can see here, this doesn't really resemble the water temple. It resembles what we did before the water temple, the ice cavern. And there may be a reason for why that is. So I talked before, originally Ocarina of Time was going to take place entirely inside of Ganon's tower. And it was going to originally take place inside of Ganon's tower, kind of like Mario 64. And what? I think I've already messed up. Yeah, let's restart that. But yeah, we have a sliding block puzzle. We have a certain amount of time to hit a switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this while we do this. So yeah, originally Ocarina of Time was gonna take place entirely inside Ganon's tower, similarly to how Mario 64 takes place entirely in Princess Peach's castle. However, this idea was scrapped because it wasn't really that engaging and was super limiting, and they wanted like a more open world exploration type game, as well as other elements of Ocarina of Time that I've talked about, where you would be more like Breath of the Wild, where you start in the center of the map and sort of like scatter to other parts of your own free choice. That was removed because it was too complicated for people to think, or for people to grasp. For the first 3D Zelda game, they wanted something more simple to work with, but it's really cool to see those ideas for Breath of the Wild start with Ocarina of Time. But basically what I'm getting at is it could mean that one of the first areas that was designed when working on Ocarina of Time could have been Ganon's Tower. And we know for sure that, well, we don't know for sure. Let me rephrase that. The fire, bro. The forest medallion, if you look at it, it doesn't look like anything forest related. It looks like a fan with spinning blades that often represent wind and the blowing of the wind. And likewise, the water medallion doesn't really represent water. It looks more like a snowflake, which is commonly used to represent ice. And since there was already a forest and water dungeon in the game, it's believed that originally the forest temple was the wind temple and the water temple was an ice temple. However, there's no way to actually prove that. It's believed that these were reused later in later Zelda games, and that the parts that we play at in Ganon's Tower are remnants left over from that idea of originally having the Forest Temple be the Wind Temple, and the Water Temple be like an Ice Temple, which I am inclined to believe with. There's a lot of like substance behind that theory, especially since we know that dungeons were scrapped from Ocarina of Time and then reworked into later Zelda games, just like how Wind Waker had dungeons that were scrapped and then used in later Zelda games. It's not an uncommon practice, and kind of happens with like every big Zelda release. But anyway, I just wanted to share that theory with you guys. It's widely believed, and some people kind of skew it into truth. And while most of it is true, there are parts of speculation in it, so it's kind of like the truth being mixed in with some speculation. But we took care of the water trial pretty easily. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up! I don't know why, I imagined her being way more sassy than everybody else. I mean, it's Princess Ruto, come on. Alright, only one more trial is left. Which is the Spirit Trial. I believe we've done light, forest, fire, water, shadow. So yeah, now all that's left is Spirit. And then we can finally end this part. I'm kind of anxious about it going on for so long. Watch me like not have accidentally like not hit record, like that one part where I had to redo my audio and it was really disjointed because of some of the edits I made of like using still images. I'm a work in progress, guys. So my editing will get better as I progress through Let's Plays and do more of them. I certainly hope. I am just gonna run it. I don't want to pull the... Whoa, that was cool. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna take the hit for all of these. We have so much defense and so much health that it really doesn't matter, and we can recover it at like any time. Some torch slugs. So, in the Spirit Temple, bomb juice were required for the first time, and here they are required for the second time. We have a switch here. I believe this is the only switch that's left that you spin attack. I believe that's still true in the 3DS version. You still need to spin attack it or use bombs or bomb chews. But yeah, they do provide you with bomb chews. And we have 49. We are one away from max. We just gotta aim ourselves up correctly here, so that we hit that crystal switch across the room. Perfect. Perfect. And I believe there's... the Spirit Trial kinda long. Alright, we're gonna want to equip our fire arrows. This will cause the light to shine down, and of course we're just gonna spam at like all of the suns. That will really suck. 2 of them. Nice. There we go. Honestly, not even really scared of them in this room because it's such a short space and we can go through all of them so quickly that is not the light arrows at all. Yeah, we can just go through like kind of like the spirit temple itself when we did something like that. The room is so small, we can get through it so quickly that the wall masters kind of just aren't a problem at all. But here we go. We get to see Naburu once more while the arrow floats above. Oh, it's like impaling her in the legs. The spirit barrier is dispelled. It's still there. Why does that look so? I didn't. Did it do that for the others? I don't think it did. That's so. That's so funny. Just getting impaled by the arrows. All right. The full barrier is dispelled, and we can make our way to Ganondorf. Let us head inside.